guys, what's up? It's Haley from the challenge Battle of the Exes 2, and I am just hanging out here drinking a little vino, wearing my MTV onesie. I hope you guys are really enjoying this season just as much as I am, and get ready because you're about to check out Ace's recap of this week's challenge.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? Ace here with your third Battle of the Exes 2 recap of this season, y'all. This episode was called Lovesick, and it was a hard one to watch. It's going to be a hard one to recap, bear with me, but I wanted to first say thank you to Haley for that awesome intro. Thanks, Haley, and I'm drinking wine just like you were when you made the intro, so there you go, twinsies. If you guys aren't already following Haley on all her social medias, go down to the bottom, follow her on Twitter, tell her that you loved seeing her in the intro of today's recap, because you did, didn't you? Why wouldn't you? Go away if you didn't. It's really hard trying to figure out where the hell I'm going to film in this new place, and also because I'm right next to the airport, so if any of you guys fly into LA, which I'm sure a lot of you do, and you need a ride to Hollywood, which I'm sure is where you're going to stay, call Ace, because I'm right underneath it. That's why you hear all that, like, behind me. You hear that? It's great. It's great stuff for filming. Let's get right into the episode, shall we? Started off with a little drinking at the club, you know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite stuff. CT can't stop thinking about Diem because she was feeling bad when he left. And so when he goes back to the house, the producers grab him, and he's in the middle of eating a sandwich, and the producer is like, Diem needed to go to the hospital. He just drops everything in his hands, and he's like, where is she, where is she, where is she? It breaks my fucking heart, you guys. But you know it's serious when a man throws his food down on the ground. He starts panicking, he's packing his clothes, he's packing bags, he's like, everybody, I'm leaving, I'm going to the hospital. They're like, you can't go to the hospital because you've been drinking, and he's like, what the fuck? They call her on the phone just so that he can hear that she's okay, and she tells him that she's doing all right and that she'll be back in an hour or so, that she just needed to go get checked out. And I loved when the producer handed CT the phone on speaker, and he looked directly at the camera, took it off speaker, and turned around and had his conversation. Smooth move, like F you show. I'm gonna have my private convo with my back turned. CT goes to wait for Diem in her bed. Not in her bread. In her bed for when she gets back. And I love his quote when she comes back home.
I'm waiting in Diem's bed because she's been out all night, and I got some questions to ask her about where she's been. Not buying this whole hospital thing. If you ask me, sounds a little shady.
CT lets her sleep, and the next morning he goes back to check on her to see if she's feeling okay, and she is not feeling any better. And so the producers decide to take her to the hospital themselves to get her checked out and make sure that she's okay. While Diem was gone at the hospital, CT went and got her a bunch of little beachy gifts and things to put in a box, and he had everybody in the house write little messages on the box to be like a welcome home present when she got back. So sweet. But then TJ shows up at the house, and it's never a good thing when TJ shows up to the house when he's not supposed to show up to the house at that time. He sits everybody down and tells them that Diem, unfortunately, her health is not good enough, and she's got to leave the challenge, meaning CT has got to leave the challenge as well. CT doesn't have a problem with that because he wants to go and be with Diem. Some of the girls help CT to pack up Diem's things. It's just really sad because we have to then see her get carried like on the gurney from where she is to New York, and we know what played out after that. It's just all very hard to watch, and knowing that this is going to be the last time that we get to see her on the challenge, and having to do it that way and see her at one of her sickest points is just really hard, because that's not how we want to remember her. And I hope all of you guys saw the We Heart Diem afterward. It was a special MTV did all about Diem. If not, you can go online and watch it. I'm certainly not going to remember her on that gurney in those planes getting flown back and forth, very, very sick, and having to go home and leave the challenge. I'm going to remember her always dancing and smiling and messing with CT, and I'm going to remember their awesome little relationship that I loved so much. I'm going to remember her as one of my favorite players of the challenge, and all the smiles and laughter that she brought to me through the TV, and just her soul, and how she was just full of joy all the time, and everybody loved her. I don't think that I've ever come across anybody in the comments of these recaps just like, I dislike Diem. Nobody disliked Diem. I don't know how you could, and she will be forever missed, and we'll always love her here in the challenge family. And I wanted to tell you guys that Johnny Bananas is selling t-shirts on his website I'll put all the details as the first link down below. They're Diem t-shirts. 100% of all the proceeds of those are going to go straight to somebody in need with a page on medgift.com. This is the shirt over here that I'm showing you. You can go down there and you can get yourself one to remember Diem and also help somebody in the same kind of situation that Diem was in. So let's move on to challenge time. The challenge this week is called On Again, Off Again. The 30 feet high zip line above a pond, above water. Some people are really gonna love that. But this is not your regular zip line. So they're gonna have to hold on to ropes on this turny, spinny fucking thing that spins you around and around and around and around as it zip lines over the water, and you have to hold on for as long as you can. Once you fall, you have to swim. You have to swim around a buoy and back to the shore and do it in the quickest time possible. This thing looks crazy, like crazy awesome, something you'd pay to do at an amusement park, and then crazy scary, like, oh my fucking god, I never want to be flung into the water off of this contraption that's going on in the air. First off is Simone and John and Jenna and Jay. Simone falls in first. That's all I remember about people falling in. All I remember after that is Jenna saying that as Jay is trying to swim behind her and give her moral support and encouragement to keep swimming faster, she's like, I'm not really listening to him, and that might be mean, but like, I'm just trying to finish this thing. But they make it to the shore before John and Simone, and John and Simone were really slow, mostly Simone, but John is really fucked up. Like, he's standing on the shore like, who's that paddling in the water still way back there? Is that my partner? Ah, well, she'll make it back to shore at some point. Supportive, bro. Next is Teresa and Wes and Adam and Brittany. I am hoping that Teresa falls in first, but no, life again kicked me in the face. Brittany falls in immediately, and I like what Zach had to say about that.
Brittany can't hold on to anything, including a relationship or a rope.
Wes falls in, and then Teresa's spinning in circles, and she's like, ah, my hand! It looks a little more like, ah, my hand! And she's screaming, right? Oh my god, I just got dizzy. Hold on, 1 second, pause. I think I'm okay. Jemmy, watching from the sidelines, is thinking Teresa's about to die. I'm just like, Teresa's being dramatic. What the hell is going on? Apparently, she has her arm or her hand or her finger or something caught in the rope. Eventually, she falls into the water and she's swimming, and she's like, I think my hand is broken. But I just gotta get it to shore. And so she keeps swimming. Keep swimming, just keep swimming. Adam is encouraging Brittany to swim faster and make it through, but they make it second, and Wes and Teresa come in first, despite her injury, which turns out to be nothing. She was just scared. It was just scary for a second, and then it was okay. Zach and John A and Jemmy and Knight go next. Zach and John A are fighting even before the challenge starts about who has confidence in who. But when they're fighting back and forth, it's like, Zach is such a big baby woman whenever he's fighting with someone. He's like, you see, that's what you do. That's what you do. Like, Jemmy falls into the water immediately, then John A, then Jack, then Knight. That might have gone the other way. Who cares? They all fell into the water eventually. Now they're all swimming. Zach and Knight are swimming ahead of the girls, and like, they're racing each other, and it's like, you have to still wait for your partner, and they're both standing on the shore like, come on, let's go. And I love Knight's quote after the challenge had ended about calling Jemmy to shore.
I figured I'd give her a hand and not be an asshole for like once in my life. Clapped at her to get her to come like she was my dog, and she listened.
Jemmy is not having it. She is like, shut the fuck up, I am not in the mood. That is not even funny. Leroy and Naya and Nani and Bananas, that's too many nanas to say at once. Leroy has been practicing his swimming, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so ready to see him swim. The next Michael Phelps is about to fall in the water, guys. You have no idea. Watch out, world. Leroy can swim. Nani falls in first, and then Naya and Leroy, and then Bananas. Despite the swimming lessons, Leroy and Naya come in second to Bananas and Nani. He still did good though, y'all. Did you see him? He was killing it. He was swimming. He was swimming. He used to just float. Like, he would just be like, why am I not moving? Like, why am I not going anywhere? Sarah and Jordan and Not Bananas and Avery. Also, Not Bananas likes that I call him Not Bananas. I don't know. He followed me on Twitter, and there was a tweet where I told him that he should totally call himself Not Bananas in one of the episodes of an upcoming challenge, just as like a shout out to me. And he was like, I got you, Ace. So we'll see if he does that. We will see. Not Bananas. Sarah hits the water first, and right after her is Avery, who took a nasty fall. And Avery was like, where am I? Where are the buoys? What's my name? Jordan and Sarah wind up beating them, and it looks like they might have done the best in this whole challenge. But the people who did the worst were Leroy and Naya, and Leroy is shocked. He's like, what? but I took swimming lessons. And also Simone and John. And as you guys can see, John's hair gets bigger after it's been wet. So Simone and John are headed straight into the dome because they did the worst. Wes and Teresa and Jordan and Sarah were the two fastest teams, and in the end, the power couple is Jordan and Sarah. Back at the house, Jordan and Sarah are deciding who they want to throw into the dome against the Are You the One kids, and they're deciding that they're gonna play this a little bit shady, shall we? They're also writing out a plan using paper and pens. These two are prepared, you guys. They're not fucking around. They sit down with Wes and they talk to him about having his back and being in an alliance with him, when the entire time they are just bullshitting him. Then they sit down with Bananas and Nani and tell them the actual plan, like, huh, we're never gonna throw you in. Let's just make that known. So now they're trying to play both sides of the story because I don't think they're gonna throw either one of them in. Anyway, I like where this is going and I kind of love it. At the deliberation, Jordan and Sarah wind up choosing Adam and Brittany from Are You the One to go in against John and Simone from Are You the One? Who is the one? Who is the one? Who is it? I had a pine cone on the floor and it was telling me where I was supposed to stand, and now it's gone. Oh hey, funny to see you here. So one of my files got corrupted and it was the whole file of the dome. So I'm gonna have to redo the dome from here. Yay, computers and things that are supposed to work and don't. So welcome to
The Dome.
This is very like old Ace Nichols 3-3 right now. Everybody walks into the dome and TJ is standing behind a big banquet table full of food. I am immediately worried because I don't know what's in there and it's probably disgusting. The game is called He Said, She Said, and it's a betting game where the teams have to bet on each other on how much they can eat of a certain food item in 3 minutes, and they go back and forth until somebody's like, I call it, he can eat 13 Snickers, and then they have to eat it. And this is an Are You the One dome. Are you the one biggest eater? Are you the one that's not gonna vomit? Are you the one that's gonna go home? The boys are first, and Brittany and Simone go back and forth on how many brownies, regular ass brownies, the boys can eat. Brittany bets that Adam can eat 4 brownies in 3 minutes, and Simone follows that bet up with, she thinks that John can eat 3 brownies in 3 minutes. TJ's face is like, and my face is like, when you bet, you have to go up. Are you the smartest one? No. In the end, Brittany says Adam can eat 7 regular ass brownies, and Simone calls him on that. So now Adam has to eat 7 brownies. Poor Adam. I love Zach's quote about Adam having to eat the brownies.
There must not be an IQ test to get on Are You the One, because Simone calls Brittany out on 7 tiny little brownie squares. I would actually be mad that I didn't get to eat more brownies.
I'm starting a hashtag for this whole situation, and it's gonna be what the actual fudge. You guys spread that around. Pablo, the waiter, brings in 7 brownies. Adam is automatically panicking. He's like, how am I gonna eat 7 brownies? Dude, it's brownies. And Brittany's encouraging him and motivating him by telling him, just pretend they're protein bars. And I'm just like, no, pretend they're fucking regular ass brownies like they are. Protein bars are gross. Anyway, Adam finally finds it within himself to eat the 7 brownies. I mean, that was hard. Next, the guys are betting on the girls on seeing how many sticks of yucca they can eat. Sticks of yucca are potatoes sticks or something in plant form. I don't fucking know. Anyway, after some back and forth, Adam says that Brittany can eat 13 yucca sticks, and John is like, called it. Long story short, Brittany failed and she only ate 10 yucca sticks. I just like saying yucca sticks because it's fun. Now they're 1-1 and the boys have to go again. I hope they don't have to eat something terrible like Reese's Pieces. The girls bet on how many petacones the boys can eat. I'm probably murdering that, but I don't care. Brittany calls John on eating 11 petacones. And John walks in and he's like, what are petacones? And TJ's like, yes. Hilarious. They're like fried plantains or something. I mean, who cares? John starts eating and he has no sense of urgency and he's just eating one by one and taking a big chug of milk, and he's like, these are so dry. Everything's drying out my mouth. I can't eat these. And basically gives up, and so he doesn't eat that. And I mean, it could have been something a lot worse, like balls, cups of blood, or whatever else they make you do on the challenge that's disgusting. Eat spiders or worms. I don't know. There were brownies, potatoes, and plantains. Come on now. So in my opinion, none of you are the one. You all suck and you're crybabies about eating fucking regular things, and just shove them in your mouth until you eat them all that you're supposed to eat and then vomit afterward. Like, it's not even bad things. Brittany and Adam go out to celebrate for drinking time. I don't know what they're really celebrating because, I mean, it was kind of an easy win. All you had to do was eat a plate of brownies. I can do that right now. I wish I had some brownies. They celebrate by making out. That's not going to be good for the game, now is it? That's all I had to say in this bullshit makeup, the part of my video file that did not convert into an actual thing that I can use. And now back to the regular programming. Now we gotta go watch the Battle of the Exiled on the MTV app. Yay! Not. This is making my recaps much longer, and I have to go watch it the next day, which is a pain in my fucking ass. What's up with this old ass TV that Simone and John have to watch TJ tell them that they're being exiled on? Like, 2015. What? They should have made them watch TJ tell them that they were exiled on the MTV app. Simone is happy and shocked that she's been exiled, and John is like, great, we've been exiled. Dustin and Jess are ready to take these two out, and they're all playing a coconut puzzle. I'm not really going to get into it because I don't really fucking care, because I want to watch this on the actual show, and I don't like you right now, MTV. It's called Mental Problems. There's 36 coconuts. They have to go run, get 2 coconuts, bring them back. They're color coordinated. They have to put them in this thing. It's a puzzle. They can't be 2 colors in the same row or column at the same time. Boom. John and Simone wind up winning, and they get to now stay in the exile house, kicking out 2 of my favorite people, Dustin and Jess. I'm gonna just go cry now because I already had to go on the app and watch this, and I'm just sad that it all had to end this way. But at least I got the intros from both of them before they got sent home. That was planning. So I'm gonna go cry now, but before I do that, you guys know what we do at the end of these recaps. First, like this video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends, and share it on Twitter. And second, we gotta dance for Diem. And I don't have much room today, but we're still gonna dance. I'm always just out of breath. You guys, that's like the one workout I get every week. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for another recap of MTV's Battle of the Exes 2. Thank you for watching, and peace out!
Alright, we good? We good? See me? Cool? Yeah. Hey, what's up? Alright, listen here. This is Ace's recaps. She's recapping the crazy season that's unfolding so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you tuned in to Battle of the Exile with me and Dustin. All that sweatiness going on. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved it. Listen to what Ace has to say about it and get back to her. Let her know what you think.